Come with me as we unbox an off-grid toilet here with my friend Ryan from Canadian Off-Grid. We're here with our little bathroom bunkie, but Ryan, tell us about this guy right here.
Yeah, so this is the Think Tank composting toilet. It's made in Canada, made in BC. The gentleman who designed it has been in the composting toilet industry for about 20 years now.
Okay.
And he took what he liked of all the different brands of toilets and what he didn't like, and made this, patented it, and then has been selling it now for about 2 years here in Canada.
Awesome.
And into the US. So we'll pull this out. All right. And we'll move this to the side.
Okay.
Here's the toilet. And
that's like pretty much, we've unboxed it.
yeah, pretty much. It's not very difficult to do.
So there's these two pipes here.
Yep, so there's your air intake and your exhaust. So the toilet has a fan built into it, so it's gonna draw air in and exhaust it out. And the toilet.
So I just got two hole saws right into the bunkie?
Yep, and what comes with it, I'll show you. So here's your handle. We'll put this on. And then you got, so the nice thing with this feature of the toilet is a lot of composting toilets, when you open it up and you sit on the seat, it actually opens the hatch. So if you're just sitting as a woman going to the bathroom, you're looking at people's waste. Whereas this actually opens. So if you're standing there peeing or you're just sitting and going pee, you're not looking right into the waste section.
Okay.
There's a few other things we have to do, and like even a feature like this. So now we got a nice stainless steel pin, so this isn't falling down on you.
So it just stays up on here?
Yeah, exactly, right?
Nice.
So then you got your waste basket, and inside your waste basket is gonna be all your accessories. And the other cool thing is, a lot of composting toilets have proprietary bags. You can just use Glad reusable bags, which you can get anywhere.
Nice.
So very simple for the install. You get these, which is the same size as your venting, right? And you're kind of wondering, well, what's this for? Well, when you go to set up where you want to do it, you're going to see on the back here your air intake and your exhaust.
Yep.
You put that on, and you figure out where you want to line up your toilet.
Yep. Trace it.
Trace it. Pull those off. You don't need it. You use your hole saw.
Yep.
And that's it.
Wow.
And then you got your holes, and then you feed those through, and then you cut them down, and then on the ends, you've got your covers.
Okay.
So it's very simple. And then as well with the toilet, if you wanted, and say you wanted to go down, you could go down. If you wanted to go up, you can go up with the venting.
Okay.
And then the toilet has...
Now is it legal just to vent right out the side?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, so you can just do that. You get a 12 volt connection, so you can connect it to a battery bank.
Yep.
Right, so you could just have a 12 volt battery somewhere wired to it.
Solar panel?
Yeah, you could do a solar. Yeah, so we would sell a kit where you'd have a solar panel, a basic charge controller, and a battery, and it'll constantly just run the 12 volt fan. And the 12 volt fan.
On something like this, what type of power drives are you realistically gonna need?
It's very minimal. Like you're not gonna see it. It's gonna pull like less than 2 watts.
And so I can just basically put one panel on the roof.
Yeah.
And just one little battery bank.
Yeah, one small panel and a basic charger. Yeah.
Wow.
And then you're done. Now, if you have power, you can use the 120 volt adapter, and that plugs right in as well.
Cool.
So you would line it up, and then once you got your venting on and everything, there are set points here where you would screw the toilet in.
Yep.
And then because
that's how it anchors to the bottom.
And because it's urine diverting, you have a few options. You can pipe the urine, like you pipe the urine to the outside into like a French drain or like a leach pit, or you could pipe it into a holding tank.
Now here's a question. So first of all, what do you mean by urine diverting? What does that mean?
Yeah, so urine diverting, so there's two different types of composting toilets. So a urine diverting composting toilet means that we don't mix the liquids with the solids. And that's nice because when you go to the bathroom, 80% is moisture.
Right.
So you would have to, when you mix your liquids with your solids, you have to get that thermal dynamic happening in it to evaporate all that moisture off to actually get composting.
Right.
Whereas this, it's just gonna be your number 2s and toilet paper. And you don't have to add wood chips. You don't have to add all this extra material. You can if you want to, but it's not required.
So And from what I've heard, if you don't mix them together, there's a little less smell. Is that true?
Yeah, you're not going to get smell. And the nice thing with this design is there's a seal here, and there's a beautiful seal all the way around here. So when you actually use it, and because of how it's venting, you're not going to get a smell.
Okay.
And we've had customers come back to us at trade shows and say, you were right, it doesn't smell.
Nice.
And even when you open this up and you go to pull out your number 2 section, it's all dried up and it's not really going to stink because that moisture within it is gone too.
It's like when you find a random turd on the trail from like a coyote or something.
Yeah, it doesn't reek. It's just dried up and yeah. So then you would get this in place. You would screw it down. I can go over the bag situation. So with the kit comes your elastic, which is going to hold the bag in place, and you don't use, like, you can reuse the elastic. You don't have to every time take and get a new elastic.
Okay.
So I'll get these off. Every time you open up the solid section, it's on a rotator. So it shifts. So then your waste falls down evenly.
Oh, interesting. Every time you open the door, it just naturally does that?
Yeah, so there's this control arm that comes out and it grabs here. So when you want to go to the bathroom, number 2, and you do that, it shifts.
Oh, that's brilliant. That is brilliant.
And the other cool thing is too, there's a valence here. So I can show you under here. This section goes under here and this lip comes more. So say you're standing there and you're urinating, which some other composting toilets are urine diverting. It doesn't have that valence, so then you get a little overspray. It's going to go into your waste section.
So that's going to make the smell.
Yes.
Right.
So this, it actually will still trickle and it'll catch in here.
That is a genius.
Yes. Yeah.
So I aim for here, but generally speaking, if I get anywhere in the vicinity.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And I mean, this toilet is $14.99 shipped to your door across Canada.
That's actually very competitive price-wise from what I've seen.
Yeah.
And it's self-contained. So I just basically the cleanup process here is if I've diverted. If I don't divert the urine into I need to tube it somewhere.
You got to pipe it out.
Okay, cool.
So you could pipe it into a holding tank. You could pipe it. I mean, we've had customers pipe them into into sealed totes type thing, and then they dispose of it a different way, or it goes into a leach pit, or almost like a French drain.
So here's the question, legality-wise, and feel free to not wait on this. I can just pee on the ground. That's legal.
Yes. So it depends on municipalities. So when you are putting this in, and if you are doing it with permits and stuff, depending on where you are and the type of municipality is, you are going to want to contact them to see how they want you to handle it. But I mean, it does go back to you can just pee on the ground.
Yeah, I mean, tell my neighbor that. Okay. So generally speaking, if I'm disposing of the bags properly in an environmentally conscious way, and I'm diverting the toilet, the pee to somewhere that's on the ground or some type of a manageable way. Yeah, I'm probably complying with off-grid laws. I don't really need to get permits.
You would have to still see. Certain municipalities are stricter than others, right?
Fair.
It's about as straightforward as can be. So I mean, you can see there's your fan, right? So it's going to pull air in and force the air out.
Yep.
So then it's going to help with the composting and drying.
Okay. And then if I'm using this, how frequently do you change a bag out?
So it does depend on use. I mean, a family of 3 or 4, you could go up to 2 weeks without having to change it. Okay, cool. Yeah. So it's kind of like the diaper caddy. If you're a dad, you know what I'm talking about. How long the battery would seem like it would last forever, essentially. Yeah, and I mean, a lot of this would be more seasonal, right? With these structures. So we have sun during the season when it's seasonal. Even if you didn't and you had a couple days of no sun, a small panel on a basic charge controller is going to keep a 100 amp hour battery. You wouldn't even need a 100 amp hour battery if you had a 50 amp hour battery, which is pretty straightforward.
And does the fan constantly run?
The fan is always running. It never stops. Yeah. Okay, but it pulls very minimal.
Okay, what's the feedback from customers and clients and people that have used it?
So far, honestly, we don't have a single negative comment.
Wow. Where would I go to get one of these things?
So to get one, I mean, you can go on our website, CanadianOffGridDepot.com, and we would have those available. You can literally click collect. We've already shipped a couple this week, and we fully stock them. So they would ship right from our warehouse.
Nice. All right, man. Well, I really appreciate you taking the time to show us this one. What's the model again?
This is called the think tank.